Laron, Laron.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going
Yo,
on, man?
Hey, Laron.
Laron,
What's up,
how's
y'all?
it going?
Good.
Loving the backdrop there.
Yeah, it's looking sick.
Go. Before we go.
Welcome to the show. We just wanted to have you on, and it probably won't be a fucking long thing, but just ask you a few questions about Fishtank.
Okay, that's cool.
Your experience.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure it's all good now. Yeah, we should be all good.
Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I guess kind of the first way to, kind of start it off here, break the ice a little bit, is why don't you just tell us the story from your experience of what happened? How you got involved with this whole fucking fish tank shit?
So I found it on Backstage because I'm an immersive theater actor. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of the company Murder Mystery Company. It's like a company where people like get hired to like put on private party acts, and we show up and we put on like a murder scene, and the audience have to figure out like who killed the person or whatever. So that's what I do full time. So I'm a immersive theater actor. I've done a couple like scripted TV shows, and then I just saw it on Backstage. It was promoted as Big Brother type reality show, and I love Big Brother. That's like my favorite reality show. So I applied to it thinking that it was this show that it's called The Circle, which is on Peacock. So I was thinking it was that. I've never heard of Fishtank. I've never watched Fishtank before. So I was just thinking it was like something else, and so I applied to it, and they got back to me within days, and so yeah, that's how I ended up booking it.
Were you pissed off to find out that it wasn't that?
Yes, but no. So I was pissed off that it wasn't that, but once I started talking to the producers and stuff like that, right off the bat they were saying that this is gonna be on Hulu. Right away.
You just wanted the money. You just wanted the Hulu brand deal. I
just want to be a fucking reality star on actual TV.
Hey, I can respect that. A man's got to make his bread.
Actual TV.
Man's got to make his hustle. I respect that.
Yeah, then you find out it's like a YouTube
Hulu bag.
Right, and I'm guessing Fishtank is a huge thing. I still haven't done that much research on this field.
It's big, but it's not Hulu level.
Exactly, and the trolls in the comments are saying like, "Oh, this is way bigger than what Hulu is." They say like this is the new wave of reality TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of right.
Actually, yeah.
So they sort of like pushed you into it. They were like, right, this is your big break. This is where you can become the next breakout star, make the next bag, and become TikTok famous. Or what did you want out of Fishtank? Why did you go there in the first? Like when you found out what it was, were you willing to stay there, or was it like, no, fuck this, I'm gone?
So the follower situation never been the issue. So just a little background on me. I've been doing the influencer work on the social medias. I have 20,000 followers on TikTok. Before I went into Fishtank, I had 11,000. It only gained me like 2,000 more on Instagram. I'm an artist. I have a whole album out on any streaming platform you can find. Spotify,
MVR donated $100.
I've been doing
Big
this for a
winning
long
on a
time.
guest Sonic.
I've been
What
viral
up, Laron? You did good on the tank.
Doing
Circumflex virtual bar JJJJJJJJJJJJJ.
It was more so of like I just wanted to be on a TV screen. So and once I got there, I was still down with the concept because they were saying that it was called Famous House.
Okay.
And so we spent a whole 2 weeks as thinking that it was Famous House. They had showed us like a Hulu ad. I don't know if y'all got to see that because I still haven't watched the show. But they promoted it to us as a Hulu ad. They somehow like
I'll replay that in a second.
Technology is good these days. So they made a whole Hulu trailer for us with our first couple days in the house.
Damn.
They bamboozled the fuck out of us. Can I curse?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
all good. Hold on,
Okay,
I just got to interrupt. Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, I'm on mute. I just gotta interrupt real quick. We have MVR who has just donated $100 to the fucking show.
Oh,
He says,
shit.
big win on the guest. What up, Laron? You did good on the tank. Circumflex a virtual bar. JJJJJ. So shout out MVR for that one. Big ups, homie.
Thank you.
No,
So yeah, they made a whole trailer for us and showed us that we was on.
They really tried to like fucking sell it to you.
Yeah, and
Did you have any doubt?
Huh?
Did you have any doubt when you were seeing the trailer and shit? Because I watched a
No,
lot
because
of it.
like I watch Hulu all the time, and what I was looking at, it was fucking Hulu. Like
I get ya, yeah.
Like I wasn't convinced that it wasn't Hulu. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, and so yeah. So and for the first 2 weeks we was Famous House. It wasn't none of that extra weird shit going on. And then one day they put us all in the room. I think they had us playing like Truth or Dare or something. And when we came out of the room, they had moved the Famous House sign, and then it was like this weird ass piranha on the damn wall. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. That's when they like, slowly fucking turned it into yeah.
Exactly.
Fishtank.
And
they turned it
at
into a
that
whole
point,
show.
yeah, and at that point, I was already in my mind. I was already 1 foot out of the house because I didn't understand what all the lies was for.
And then it's
So
hard
you weren't
to
ready.
it's
You
hard
weren't
to
ready
trust.
for the crazy shit, were you? Yeah, but you know what? I think you should have stuck with it. I think you should have been like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to make it big. I'm gonna do this wacky shit. See how far it takes me. I think it was a little bitch out, man. I think you should have gone a little bit further, bro.
So let me tell you why I decided that it wasn't for me. Because I feel like when them days started to roll around where they was doing all the extra shit, it was just shit that I wouldn't do. I don't give a fuck if a camera's there. I don't give a fuck if it's for money or fame. It's just certain things that I wouldn't do. And when I would tell the producers like, "Oh, I'm not doing that," I can tell like they didn't care for me once I wasn't doing anything people say. That's me in my everyday life. I don't even listen to everything my goddamn parents say. So me as a grown ass man is not going to be listening to other grown ass men direct us to do shit like do your best, howl like a wolf at the camera. Like that's just something nobody could convince me to do in my real life, whether I'm behind the camera, in front of the camera. I don't care. That's just me. And I just felt like at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna be okay outside of Fishtank, but I didn't want to stay there and stick to it and do all these things that
you don't want to be like one of the fish in the tank. Like that's kind of the point of the show. You don't want to be like fucking like dancing for them.
Exactly. And my whole thing is, say I was to land something in the future, I don't want anybody to look at me and think like, oh, he'll do anything for fame and money. Let me lowball him on this check. Let me give him any role because he's gonna take it because he publicly got humiliated on TV. He didn't give a fuck about that. Yeah. So, you know, well, that's just me.
Yeah, well, respect for that. However, I do have to ask you an awkward question, and I think, you know, a lot of the Fishtank viewers would want you to be asked this. Didn't you steal a speaker when you were leaving the house?
Absolutely not. First of all, these fucking fans, they are so smart that they dumb. That's what my grandma used to say. So they let us know that the first person to leave the room gets the speaker. So they even said to me, when I went into the corner to talk to Sam, Jeremy, Jason, whatever the fuck his name is, because I still don't know what the name is. When I went into the corner to talk to him about me leaving the show, he the one suggested that I grab the speaker. As y'all can see, he stood there while I grabbed the speaker and everything. And it wasn't me telling him that I was leaving the room. My first thing that I said is, I am done with the show. I am leaving the house. And he suggested I grab the speaker and watch me grab the speaker. So if it was an issue, he could have stopped it there. Okay. But they like to do shit for props. And I feel like they did it for the follow-up of he stole the speaker. Just like once I grabbed my shit, I had already hugged everybody and said goodbye, and I was already done with the show. And the cameraman said that Sam, Jeremy, James, whatever fuck his name is, he wanted me to come back into the room to say bye again.
Yeah.
And when I walked
And he
into
shut
the room,
the door on you.
exactly. I never had any intention to go back in there because in my mind, it was like, all right, fuck y'all, I'm out. I'm ready to go home and get in my bed. So they asked me to walk back in the door, but it was all for the setup of, oh, let me close this door on him, just like with the setup of the speaker shit. Let's be clear. I don't got to take shit from them people because it wasn't that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, thank you for giving your side of it. And I think, like you were saying, like they want to get their clips. Like there was that bit where you were talking to Sam, and he got you to repeat saying, what is it like? I think the white men are killing us or something like that.
Yeah, these white men gonna kill me. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you lean into the camera and just say that for us one more time?
Did you actually think that though, or was it just?
I absolutely thought that. Everything I said out of my mouth on that show, I was dead the fuck serious. Like one thing about me, like if I said it, I pretty much mean it, and I was dead serious.
So do you think the show was getting to your head then? Like
I think so. I think once all the true show was revealed, I feel like it was so many lies being told at that point that I was just like,
donated $5.
Why
him sad, why I want attention, why I hate trolls, why I need new community, why I peak stare aim, why TZT owns my bassy.
On Twitter. And
in a couple minutes. Hang on.
And not to say people wasn't on Twitter talking about us, because I'm pretty sure they is, because Fishtank was a big thing. But on the receipts it says, "Oh, I love Laron on Famous House." Woo woo woo. And like they was just charging up the lies so much that when the truth came out, I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. And I don't know when they telling the truth. So at this point I'm like, they covering up something. And it was just so fucking weird to me. My little black ass then flew to Boston, Massachusetts, somewhere I ain't never even been before. And then they telling all these goddamn lies. I don't know not one person here. I ain't got my phone. We can't look out the damn windows because they frosted. We can't step outside. It was just, my mind was just like, get the fuck out.
You thought you were getting kidnapped. Whoa. So you really thought that these white people in this house were going to butcher you, cut you up, and like, what was your first thought?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Okay, alrighty.
Hey, look,
lack of trust
it be some wild shit going on in the world nowadays. We live in a crazy time right now. So, and then as I'm there, everybody act like they were so clueless to what the show was, Fishtank. You know, but as the days rolled around, it was like 2 or 3 people that were saying like, "Oh, I knew it was this," and shit like that. And I'm just like, you don't know who working with production. You don't know who actually a part of the crew. Then we found out that Luke was a plant, and I'm just like,
yeah, there's no trust.
Yeah, it's no trust.
Yeah,
it's none at all.
What the fuck's going on?
Exactly.
I guess that's kind of part of it, isn't it? Like that ends up leading to good footage, and kind of they want you at your breaking point, because you the point you left at was kind of in the middle of one of those challenges that's designed to break you. I think that they did that challenge last season and it lasted 48 hours, and they like filled the room with golden retrievers, like that kind of thing, like.
And regardless if I would have left out of that room and stayed in the house, if that was the beginning of what it was going to be like, I wouldn't stuck around anyway. Because first of all, I'm not sitting in no hot ass room with other grown men and women, and they all, some of their pH balances is already off and they already smell, and then they turn the heat to 95, and then they come take the beds out of the room, and then Sam bring his ass in there working out, and he got an odor to him as well. And like,
Sam was just there with a weight bar, like doing squats in the corner, and
stupid shit.
So you don't know anything about Sam Hyde, then? You'd never met him before?
I've never met him before. People been sending me clips of him and stuff like that. And I still haven't really dived all the way to it, because I'm trying to still decompress from that psycho ass shit and get back to my real life. But I've watched some clips of him that, that I'm kind of like, my intuition wasn't that fucking off. Even if I was being a little paranoid, I still knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things is I think one of the things that the chat and commenters would say about you is you very clearly weren't prepared. You know, you're from a very different world to
absolutely
what you could see from a lot of those the Texas Beat donations, like the one that you complained about with Bert and the N-word. Obviously, you know,
like there's an unhinged level to it. There's a
yeah,
absolutely. And what really sent me overboard, they had already told us all these lies, right? So it was no trust and no truth being brought forward yet. And then Teddy, who I was super close with in the house, who I'm super close with, I just got off the phone with him. Before, so with his situation, they had us go in the room and do truth or dare, and we was in there, and they pulled Teddy out of the room for promotion, a skating promotion, and next thing you know, the cameraman take off running like 20 minutes later, and you know, with me and Smack, who I'm also close with, trying to figure out what was going on because we both were super close to Teddy, and then they come back up and they say, remind y'all backstory, Teddy had broke one of his wrists before, prior, like years ago. So in the house, he used to show us how he got screws in his arm and how he's still tearing it off and stuff like that. So when they come back to the room, they tell us Teddy hurt himself skating and he broke both of his wrists. So the house is already weird as fuck to me. And my little black ass, I love Teddy. And then now they tell he broke both of his wrists. Now me and Snack is like in a corner somewhere crying, trying to figure out if he okay. We didn't see no ambulance pull up, but they said that, you know, they took him. And we didn't see no blood in the garage. And then afterwards, Sam asked one of us, he said, if y'all can guess what I did to Teddy, I'll give y'all $10,000 or something like that. First of all, you already look big and fucking creepy. So for you to be saying some shit like that, in my mind, I was kind of like, what the fuck he just say?
Yeah, you're not prepared for that. Yeah, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then like, we heard nothing from Teddy. And that same night, he like, oh, Teddy is good, y'all. We're going to FaceTime him so y'all can see he's all right. And then the next day rolled around, hey, what happened to Teddy? Oh, he's fine.
It just, he's just gone, but you don't really know why. Like,
but you brought it up to us that you was gonna FaceTime him for us. We didn't ask you for that, but you gave us that information and then just like backed out of it. And then like 4 days go by, and the same situation happened with Smack. They had us do truth or dare in the room again, and usually we do it for like 10 minutes. But they kept having us going round after round. And on our way upstairs to do Truth or Dare, they stopped Smack at the stairs. She was talking to Sam, Jeremy, James, whatever his name is. And then Smack never came up the stairs. And then when we was done with Truth or Dare, we walked out of the room. We go into Smack room, and all of her stuff is gone. So we didn't see Teddy leave the house. We didn't even see Luke leave the house when he went down the stairs. And now Smack is gone. We didn't see her leave the house either. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, these white people about to kill me.
Yeah, like it just gets fucking weird. Like everyone starts disappearing, but you don't really know why. You've already been like lied to. It just weird fucking weird situation.
The house gave Alex a riddle of how to find Smack, which I don't know why they give it to Alex because he has the least amount of brain capacity out of everybody in the house. So that threw me through a loop as well. Like, and then Alex was saying something about the house said that Smack is in the walls. Yeah. And I'm just like, I ain't got time for this. My black ass
not believing that. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen people basically describe Fishtank as like Big Brother on meth or crack. Like, would you say that's accurate?
I guess so, because when they advertise it as Big Brother reality type show, me being a super fan of Big Brother, the only similarities is strangers are living in a house together. Everything outside of that description is nothing like Big Brother.
Have you seen the rest of it? Have you seen the first 2 seasons of Fishtank?
I've never watched the episode. Today I was on live with Lexi, and that was the first time I've watched more than like 1 minute at a time of Fishtank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes deep.
So a lot of people saying I should have stayed, but with the clips I've been seeing, I think I left right in time.
Yeah, you got to be able to like make that call. Like I kind of agree with you. Like I think it was at the point where it was gonna start getting kind of fucky, and I don't know. You kind of got to make that choice at the end of the day.
If you
Brad
want to
would have
make
stuck
it,
around.
if you want to make it big in Hollywood, you gotta sell out a little bit. You gotta.
I ain't selling out like that. I'm willing to do some shit, but it ain't that.
I think you're from a very different world to, you know, it's quite right wing and, you know, a little bit sketchy, you know, like the stuff with Bert and the donations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you made the right choice for yourself.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of people in the comments, they were saying like, you know, how did I feel like I was in danger and Bert is there and he's clearly darker than me and gayer than me. And I'm just like,
what do you think of Bert?
And I'm just like, first of all, just because Bert was there don't make me feel any more comfortable because he is a fucking stranger as well. And I don't know any of these people, and he could be working with production as far as I'm concerned. Some people in the house thought that he was a method actor and that he's just like in character 24/7, which I don't believe that.
More like a meth head actor. Sorry. Sorry.
But you never know. And my whole thing is like, Bert might be darker than me or whatever the case may be, but you could look at Bert as a black man in society and look at me as a black man in society, and we are two totally different black men in society. Let's be clear. I don't care how dark he is.
Yeah, and everyone's experiences are different as well.
Exactly.
You never know what one person's been through. But yeah, Bert's a very interesting character as well.
Yeah,
like
he's.
And another thing why I didn't fuck with this show, a lot of people don't know this, but Bert is like a volunteer firefighter, and right now he's training. And 2 days after they get out of the house, like December 12th, he's supposed to take his final test and stuff like that to become a firefighter. And production knew this prior to him walking into the house. So if y'all know this, why are y'all now? It's already in his mind, so I'm not, you know, fully blaming production, but at the end of the day, I've watched them encourage him to say things that will harm his career that he has to go back to outside.
This is something I've noticed as well, where it's like, by not telling you what you're getting into, because the other people who have been on Fishtank, it's definitely changed their lives to an extent where I think people have lost jobs and shit from it, like. And to not tell you what,
No,
like, people
always
actually have lost their job. Like, there's been clips that have gotten around, so to not tell you what you're getting into by going into that, I always thought that was a bit unethical about the whole famous fish tank.
And also somebody like Bert has shown pretty clear, you know, assuming that he's not acting, he's shown pretty clear signs of maybe like schizophrenia or something like that. So. It is a little bit exploitative, you know. Sometimes some of these people are vulnerable. Obviously, if they're going into a situation not knowing, you know, what's going to happen. But
and one day, production was asking Bert, like, you know, if there was no laws, like, you know, what would you do sexually to a person? And you know, he was trying to like backpedal on the question, and he was just like, but I don't want to end up in jail. And they was like, no, if there was no jail. And it made him start talking about sexual behavior with minors. So, and it's kind of like, you already sick because that's already in your head. So it ain't like they put that in your head. But for them to know what he's trying to do outside of, you know, this place, for y'all to like lay it up for him to say it out loud, I thought it was kind of fucking foul. And also, a couple days into me being in the show, I was approached by somebody behind the cameras and they asked me, was I posing as gay?
Yes.
Wow.
So
are you?
No, I'm gay.
I'm kidding.
Like,
prove it.
So they was basically asking me, like, was I pretending to be gay? And I'm like, nah, I'm really fucking gay. Like, I'm engaged. Like, I've been in a relationship for 8 years. I wouldn't be that far if I wasn't gay. And they basically
you probably wouldn't have that backdrop if you weren't gay.
Exactly.
And that outfit, which is fabulous for the record.
So they kind of encouraged me that it would benefit me to act more gayer. And I feel like I act pretty fucking gay. I don't know what they want me to do. I don't know if they wanted me to walk around like this, but like, yeah,
you need to act TV gay. You know, you not that none of you know. You need to be like, hey, darling, how you doing? You need to act like that. You know what? Modern Family type shit.
I only know how to show up as myself. And yes, I'm gay, and I feel like I'm gay enough, but I'm a little black boy from the projects of Chicago. So like, I feel like I'm pretty gay if you ask me.
Yeah, man. You got to be pretty based to be, you know, extravagantly gay from the projects in Chicago, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
interesting. I mean, if you had one thing to say, like, to them nowadays, what would you say? If they were listening, and like, say Sam would like listen, what would you say? What would you say now that you've calmed down a little bit, you've had time to think, I guess you could say? What would you say to him? Would you tell him to fucking go do one, or?
I ain't got no hate for none of them people. Outside of Sam, production head treated me great while I was there. So I ain't really got no hate for them, but all I would say is be careful what you put out into the world, because it will come back to you. And I don't see the good in it, at least yet. People might blow up and they might get good jobs from this and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, be careful, because karma is a real bitch, and she like to fight, and she will come back for every round.
Wise words. Wise words. Do you regret the experience doing the show?
No, absolutely not. I don't regret the experience. I met some great friends, Teddy, Smack, Lexi, even Binks, but she's still questionable. But Teddy, Smack, and Lexi, we talk every day. Like, God put them in my life. Even if I only get them out of that situation, it's enough for me.
That's still good. That's like a positive side of it. Yeah, that's
absolutely. So I don't regret it at all. I hate the Fishtank community though. These fans are fucking trash.
Yeah, I get you.
But so for the genuine people that I got out of it, that found my album and stuff like that, and you know, like me on social media. Outside of that, so it's some things I can appreciate, and it's some things that I don't.
You kind of branch out a little. Yeah, it kind of branches out a little. Like there's the Fishtank community, but then there's kind of like the wider spread of people, just kind of normal people that's a little bit better.
Yeah, more casual viewers.
Yeah.
Where do you plan to go from here? What's next?
I'm gonna just continue being a fucking prince that I walked in that house as, and as I walk out of that house. I'm gonna continue to do my immersive theater act that I've been doing. I'm gonna keep applying for gigs, and I'm gonna be on y'all motherfucking TV screen real soon. And
I hope to see.
I just know that. I know that for myself.
That's good stuff. Just keep
keep
going. You never know what'll happen.
Absolutely.
I think that's kind of all the questions we had. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, I appreciate y'all for bringing me on.
No, that's so good. It was really good. Really good.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Respect. And remember, Laron didn't steal the speaker.
Only thing I stole was Mizzy Candy, and I thought it was because we was on a regular reality show, and I was trying to break the ice and make classic TV, not classic streaming.
All right.
Set the record straight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice.
Wow, not that straight. Am I right?
You're gonna get cancelled, bro. You need to be careful, man.
No, you don't. I support everything he's saying.
No,
respect to Laron. Yeah, I've got a pass from Laron. Thanks.
Big
so before I go, will this be posted on YouTube?
Yeah. I'm gonna like clip it and post it as an actual clip as well, so it's just the actual interview from the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna clip it down really specific, so it looks like you're saying I stole the speaker.
We're not gonna do you like that. We're not gonna do you like that.
After dealing with Fishtank, I won't be surprised.
It's AI. It's all AI. Don't worry. It's all AI.
I'm just another Sam Hyde character here. Jason Goldstriker.
Thank you so much for coming on, buddy.
All right, thank y'all, man.
It's nice to meet you.
Peace
Good
out.
luck.